Okay, we just need to finish 2 more examples. So we have the graph to the right is a complete graph that is continuous and displays the functions in behavior. All zeros are integers. Answer the following questions. So we need to look at our window. So these are the x's and these are the y's. So it goes -10 to 10 going by ones. And then our y's, -100 to 100 going by tens. So let's list out the zeros with multiplicities of whose multiplicity is even. So remember, even means it changes direction. There aren't any. Now let's look at the zero whose multiplicity is odd. So odd means it goes straight through it. So we know this is going by 1, so that would be x equals -2, x equals 1, and x equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Write an equation expressed as a product of factors of a polynomial that the graph might represent. Use a leading coefficient of 1 or -1 and make the degree f as small as possible. So we know this is going up and this is going down. So this is odd and it has a positive leading coefficient. So then we could write this as, if we have a 0 of -2, then that's x plus 2. A 0 of 1, that would be x minus 1. And then 4 would be x minus 4. So y equals. Use the equation from part B to find the y-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, that is when x equals 0. So we will say f of 0 equals 0 plus 2, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 4, which is 2 times a -1 times a -4, which gives us 8. So y-intercept could be 0, 8. So that looks about right. Looks close. Let's look at the next one. Let's look at the graph to the right. So let's look at how its window is. So it's -6 to +6 going by ones. And this is -10 up to 30 going by ones. List the zeros. So here's a 0 and here's a 0. So we actually have 2 zeros here. And we have a up or a down up, which means it is odd. Multiplicity who is even, that's where it changes direction. So that would be this one. It's going by 1. So x equals 2. Multiplicity that is odd would be at -2. So in order to write the equation, we could write this as x minus 2. Since it's even, we know that this could be squared. Anything to a power that's even. And it's squared because we only have 2 points that it turns, actually. Here's a turning point and here's a turning point. And then this would be x plus 2 to represent this one. This is odd, so it's to the first power. So y equals. And so we need to find the y-intercept. So f of 0 equals 0 minus 2 squared, 0 plus 2. So this would be -2 squared. This would be times 2. -2 times -2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So it's saying that this is at 8. So f of 0 equals 8. Okay, so that is it to complete our notes.